Close Binghamton Mayor Richard David wins re-election. OehlerStaff video. It's the day after the election, and Mayor Richard David's office is giving out donuts. The Republican incumbent has won another 4 years in office, beating his opponent by nearly 18 percentage points, or 1,562 votes. David is one of 10 Republicans to win a contested seat in Broome County. Democrats pulled off just a single contested seat win in the Vestal Council race. David is feeling good, and he's ready to talk about the next 4 years, reflecting after last Tuesday's election defeat of Democratic challenger Tariq Abdelazim. He starts by going back to his State of the City. In February, he laid out a number of projects that he said would continue well into a next term, whoever ended up in office. When he made that speech, no Democratic candidate had announced for mayor, and David was still 2.5 months from officially announcing. But even then, he spoke as if he would be the one to see the projects to fruition. Now, he may be. One of those projects is a hydroelectric power station at Rock Bottom Dam. City Council has approved a feasibility study for the project. If the plan goes through, the company, Gravity Renewables, will pay for construction and own the station. It will then sell power to the city. Another project, far from fully fleshed out, is a proposal to make use of the city's excess water supply. Binghamton's filtration plant is capable of producing 20 million gallons of water a day, but consumers use only 5 million gallons, according to the city. In February, David said he wanted the excess to be turned into bottled water or sold to municipalities that face water shortages. He's now considering using it to attract companies that need the water for production. My goal here is not just to increase revenue through selling surplus water, he said. What I'm hoping for is that there is going to be an economic development impact by working with companies that are doing something that will result in investment and creation. He said the city plans to hire an industry expert to create a report that would be submitted to City Council for review. Other initiatives proposed in February have come further along. Operation Safe City, David's initiative to install 22 license plate readers along the perimeter of the city, is well on its way to completion. 15 license plate readers were installed in 8 locations around the city perimeter in September, and another 7 will be installed in 5 locations in early 2018, the city said. David has touted that initiative as a way to decrease drug trafficking in the city. The readers cross-reference with law enforcement agency databases in other states and municipalities, although civil liberties experts worry about the readers' privacy implications. At around 1:18 p.m., 15 minutes into the nearly hour-long post-election interview, the mayor's phone, sitting in front of him on the conference table, vibrates. David, who often ignores calls during interviews, looks down at the phone, and up at his deputy mayor, Jared Cram. "Oh, this is Tariq right now," he says. "You should take it," Cram tells him. "We were playing phone tag," David says before answering the phone. When asked roughly 15 hours before if he planned to call David to congratulate him on his win, Abdelazim responded, "I don't have his cell phone number." Abdelazim seems to have found David's number. The concession call lasts just a minute and 20 seconds. And then David is back to his agenda. By photo. Binghamton Mayor Richard David speaks to his supporters after winning re-election on November 7, 2017. Photo. OehlerStaff photo. He plans to add 2 police officers to the force every year for the next 4 years, after adding 9 in his last term. Collectively, those 17 officers would return the force to its staffing levels in 2010, when former Mayor Matt Ryan began his second term. And finally, he said, he intends to put a much heavier focus on neighborhood development. "I think it's fair to say I focus a lot on infrastructure, finance and public safety," he said. In his upcoming term, he wants to shift the emphasis to neighborhoods. In his February 2016 State of the City, David made a similar pitch, calling 2016 the year of the neighborhood and saying code enforcement officers would be assigned to specific areas of the city. Part of that increased emphasis on neighborhoods means working with community organizations to encourage more events like Luma, First Friday, Second Saturday and Porch Fest. Another part is building more affordable housing. A yet-to-be-announced project will turn contiguous parcels of land that are now vacant after demolitions into a multifaceted housing project, the mayor said. An official announcement is for another day. "I won't say where it is," he said. "I'll just leave it there." Follow @Hannah Schwarz on Twitter. Read or share this story http://press.sn2i1v6tb